Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiana with Storyhouse Books as usual. Like I've said in a couple of my previous videos, or maybe you guys haven't seen it because I haven't put out the video yet. Who knows? But I guess I'm back. I know I've been gone, but I was gone for a little while. I've been in a funk, a creative funk, where I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So, anywho, I decided that I'm going to just start filming everything that I do. Whether it's going to be meant for you guys to see or not, I'm just going to film everything. That way I've got stuff for you guys. And if you guys like it, cool. If you don't, well, let me know. Just don't be nasty about it, you know. Anywho, so right now I decided I was going to make some snippets. Snippets of what? Well, everybody knows about Tim Holtz and his creator snippets, right? These guys, right? All these little dudes that we just love, right? Well, then he came out with his Curator stamp set, which is great. But then you got to worry about the colors, right? So, I mean, good thing is I've got different colored paper, so I've been able to stamp different colors. But I still don't have some of the other colors, like oranges and reds and whatnot. So, anyway, especially the little ones, right? Anyway, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be using mixed media, particularly distress oxides, to make colored snippets from the stamp set. So I made some of these today in speckled egg. This is sort of red, as an orange. I love this yellow. It's something mustard. But anywho, we're gonna do these. Make some of these guys from the stamp set, Curator stamp set, so I can have more colors. I've already used all the colors up, so all guys like the plain, pale, like linen color ones left over. And anyway, that's what we're going to do. I already stamped some stuff, so we're going to make not just the snippets, we're also going to do some other labels and whatnot. But here is, I've already stamped this set once, and all I did was I just inked the whole thing. This is the Curator Snippets stamp set from Tim Holtz, right? So all I did was I just literally stamped the entire thing, flipped it over, and pushed it all down, right, to do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to off camera, obviously. I'm going to cut these out. We're also going to make some more. I got some of my labels out to make some other labels, not just the snippets. So I'm going to do some of that as well off camera. But as soon as I get back, I'll show you how to make the colors. How to use distress oxides to do that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, and we're back. So I cut up all the little snippets. And I made some more, just some labels from my other sets and whatnot. So if you don't have the Curator snippets, go look through your stamps and see if you have any labels. A lot of times the stamp sets will have just the, the shape of the label there. And you just fill in with whatever you find is cool. Or just find, these are like little tickets. Anything you think it looks cool, on a cluster or a page or whatever, use that. But the point of the video is to show you how we get some color on something that's just, kind of blah, right? So I brought out quite a few of my distress oxides. I do want to make I do want to note that when you are stamping, make sure you use a permanent waterproof ink. I'm using Archival Ink Jet Black because we are going to be using water in this exercise. You don't want it to smear, right? I also have this little plate that I got from Dollar Tree that we're going to use to put the inks on, and yeah. And a little spray bottle with some water in it, okay? Okay, I'm going to get a fresh little cleaning wipe here, because we're going to be needing that for sure. Okay, so we got that side here. Alright, so all we're going to do is pick a color. So I'm going to try some Salvaged Patina. That's bright. And you're just going to squish it down on your material here. So you can use a little plastic thing. You can also use, which I've done before, like your acrylic blocks with a big one. Use that to do this with. That works too. Okay. Then we're just going to spray a little bit of water on it, just a little, not too much, and take one of your little labels or snippets and just run it through there. All right. Well, that's pretty. I like that color. And just keep doing it until you get the color you want. If you want full coverage or partial coverage or whatever, I want the whole thing to be in this color. So I'm going over the whole thing. Come on. And there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? And just put it to the side, let it dry. That's all you gotta do. I mean, seriously, that's it. And I don't want to waste any of the ink, so I'm gonna just do this again. You are gonna get inky fingers, FYI, so just warning you now. Now you don't have to do just a single color, you can do double colors as well, triple, quadruple, whatever turns your beanie, right? Okay, let's wipe all this up. And then we got another one, right? So let's do a grungy one with double color. So I'm going to wipe this off. And I'm going to use the Salvaged Patina again. And let's see, how about... Do that with some scorched tint. No, that's too dark. Let's do it with... What I got over here? I got... Hold please. Talk amongst yourselves. While I look for another color. I think I want to do Walnut Stain. And I know I've got it over here somewhere. All these darn inks that I have. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Let's see if I can find it in here. Ground Espresso or Walnut Stain? I think Ground Espresso is going to be too dark. Let's do Walnut Stain. What's this? Rusty Hinge? Let's do that orange. Ooh, that'd be a cool rust color. Let's do that one too. But it's this easy. I mean, just grab your inks and go to town, right? Alright. This is Walnut Stain. Oops. Sorry about that. A little bit of water. Bink, 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 bink. Let's grab one of the bigger ones here. And I'm just going to put a little bit of ink on parts of it. Right? And then I'm going to grab my Salvaged Patina again. Put a little bit of that ink over here. Let's see what this does. A little bit of water. And then I'm going to run this through the middle part here. See, I want this kind of go grungy look here. So let's see what we get. That's cool. I like it. I like it. And then a little bit more Walnut Stain. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Take out that grungy stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's do another one. Let's do one of these numbers here. A little bit here. A little bit on this corner. And then Salvaged Patina in the middle again. Oh, a little bit more water here. Come on. Well, come on now. I gotta pick up the color. And here we go. I need a little more. And then right there, I think a little more of the Walnut Stain on this corner. Over here. That's cool. I like this color combination. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? What do you think? Yeah, no, maybe? I like the double color like that. Let's pick up this, not waste this ink. I'm gonna grab another one here and just rub it all on the brown and the Walnut Stain. There's one here. Maybe a little bit of the Salvaged Patina. Pick that up here and put that over there. All right, let's try another color. Oh, I want to show you the mustard seed. I think it's one of my favorites that I did today. And it is a beautiful yellow. I loved it. Where is it? I know I got it. Here it is. Distress Oxide Mustard Stain. I love this color. It is so bright, and I don't normally like yellow, but this came out so cool. I'm going to show it to you. I just got to show you. Okie dokie. Let's try one of the big ones here. And I'm going to do full coverage on this one, just because I want to. It's such a pretty yellow, too. Come on. Once it dries, you'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. There's a yellow there. Let's do some more. I just love this yellow. I really do. Okay, we're going to do that Rusty Hinge next. Alrighty. Let's do one of these numbers here. There we go. That was a little bit easier that time. A couple more of these little snippets. could do some grunge with some Walnut Stain if you guys want. Or maybe the rusty Hinge. Let's try that. So I want to see what this looks like. I haven't used it yet since I bought it. So we'll do rusty Hinge with the mustard seed and see what that looks like. I may hate it. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's try one of the ticket ones here. There, and a little bit of the yellow mustard seed. Some more of that in there. More of the yellow. That looks kind of cool together. There we go. I think I'm going to try, I don't want to waste this ink, so let's get this up. I think I put down a little too much. I may have to waste some of it. There we go. Let's do another snippet. And the rusty Hinge. I do like this color. Bet you it would look really good with like Walnut Stain with it. Or maybe the Salvaged Patina even. Ooh, that would be cool, I bet. These two colors together, that'd be really grungy. Alright, I'm going to do one more yellow and then I'm going to wipe this clean. And then a little bit of the rusty Hinge on here. Here we go, I like that one. Alright, let's clean this up and try another color. This is going to be a short video. Just wanted to show you some color combinations and ways to make your own colored snippets. You don't have to, you know. And don't get me wrong, I still buy the snippets. I mean, I love them. So I mean, even though I can make my own, I still love the snippets. So I'm still gonna buy them. Which actually I got some on order right now, as a matter of fact. Let's try. What else have I brought over here? I've got Victorian Velvet. I brought over some red and some blues. Stormy Sky I like. And the peeled paint I haven't tried yet. So let's do Stormy. Oh, we already did a blue. Let's do a green. We'll do peeled paint. Okay. A little bit of water. Bink, 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 bink. And here we go. These are all kinds of inky. And do-do-do-do, and there we go. I like that one. I wonder what that would look like with. Do another color combination, maybe? Maybe. Here. With the Walnut Stain, I bet that'd be kind of that'd be really pretty grungy. Let's do that. Where's that Walnut Stain at? Here we go. Oops. There's some Walnut Stain there. A little bit of water. Ink. Okay. Let's try that with the ticket so we can see what a color combination will look like. I'm going to do that, this. Ooh, I like it. Here. Look at that. That looks cool. And then some more green here at the bottom. Look at that grunginess. I like that. I think it was a little bright up in the corner. Yeah. Very cool. I like it. Alright, let's do one of our snippets here. I'm going to run it through both colors. Just wipe this up. And then we'll try another color. And then we'll probably call it a video because, I mean, you just can just keep trying colors, right? This is easy peasy lemon squeezy. That one looks really grungy. I like it. Alright, let's try one of the, let's try that red. It might be too red, but let's find out. This is Lumberjack Plaid. It is red. It's like lipstick red. But I've only used it once since I bought it, so time to use this sucker. Alright, let's see how red this is. Oh my god, that's so red. It's like lipstick red. Whoa, that's red. Goodness gracious. That is red. Yep. But I need red, so I needed one the other day on a cluster and I didn't have one. I needed to bring out color and one of my other pieces in that cluster. But once it starts oxidizing, it's kind of pinkish, isn't it? Alright, let's try another color. What do we want to try? Let's see, what do we got? How about Victorian Velvet? Let's do a pink. pinkish purple. So anywho, we'll do this one, and then we'll call it a video at that point, I think. This is just a real quick video. Like I said in the beginning, I'm just filming everything that I do, right? That's a cool pink. Ooh, I bet you that would look cool with that Salvaged Patina. I bet it would, and we're gonna do it. Okay, there's some more on that. Let's do one of these here, and there, and there. Ooh, let's get Easter egg. But I like it. Kind of that bluish teal grunge. Look at that, that's cute. How cute is that? I like it. Let's do it again. Yep. One more of the Victorian Velvet. And more of the blue. There we go. Looks like little Easter eggs. Cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's just wipe this all up. And there we go, another one. Or cotton candy. Look like cotton candy. That's it. Cotton candy. I hate cotton candy. Alright, you guys. So here's what we've done. I think they're pretty cool. You know, I mean, this is another little project. You know, you're sitting here watching TV or doing nothing. You can't figure out what you want to do. Make some colored snippets. Okay, well, I'm going to call it a video, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. If you're new, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified anytime I upload new content. Check out the link in the description for our Etsy store, as well as our Ko-fi site, where we have some free ephemera for you guys. Our next milestone is 700. So, at 600, I put up some ledger paper for you guys in the Ko-fi store. At 700, I don't know yet. I got some more old vintage stuff that we'll scan in and let you guys have for free. Yes, I said it, for free. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Love ya. Bye.